way you draw me.
To the right, you said?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm trying. Do you want me to take your sunglasses?
Do you want me to take yours first? Yeah, first she's got
Could you come over and say I'd like to.
Hi, what's up? Welcome back. Or if you're new, hi, I'm Dominique. And today we are going to go over this makeup look, which was actually the makeup look that I wore for my engagement. I did not know I was getting engaged that day, but this is the exact makeup look that I did. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A while I do my makeup here. This is the final look. Quite a transformation. I'm really excited to show you guys all the products and share with you what I've been loving. This is long overdue. I'm excited to do a lot more content like this for you guys, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we've got a bare face here, and it's gonna be such a fun transformation. I'm really gonna show you step by step what my makeup was for my engagement. I actually have fresh self tanner on, and then I put a little bit of my vitamin C serum. I used the Paula's Choice. So we're gonna actually go in right now with the Anastasia Liquid Glow. I love it. I just actually put it like all over my face, and it gives me a little bit of a glow base. Did it just fall? I learned this from Bryn. I follow her on TikTok. You probably follow her. Her makeup routine went really viral, and I still do a few of the things that she does. She did like that full face glam that was like made you look like you had a filter. So I've taken quite a few of those tips and tricks, and I'm going to use them today, and it just gives you that filtery face. It looks crazy at first, but like I promise it's worth it. Whenever I don't do this underneath, I can tell. While we do this, I'm going to start off with some of the questions that you guys asked me over on Instagram. I did like a little Q&A for this video. I just wanted to know if you guys had any questions for me about my engagement or just anything. I put my clips in this way. I don't know if you guys do, but this is how I do it. One of the first questions was, do you ever forget that you're engaged? Which is like so funny because I don't. I am so excited about being engaged, and honestly, I feel like nothing has really changed. Joey and I have always known that we're gonna be engaged, and it just feels right. It feels right at this time in my life too. I don't know if that makes sense, but I actually have like a fear of losing my ring already. Like every 2 seconds I'm like, is it there? Which is like this new paranoia that I now have. I don't think that it's necessarily like I forget, but I am getting used to saying fiance because I've said boyfriend for 9 years. So that is like the only thing that I'm going to have to get used to. And I'm just so happy about that though. I love being engaged and being a fiance, and we're like milking this part of the engagement process. I actually just love it. Please do your neck, don't forget. Look at this spray tan. Absolutely not. This is just not the vibe, but it's okay. I actually only use this NYX Total Control drops. I'm really oily, and I just found that this is the best for me. The reviews are so mixed on this foundation, but I love it. Okay, so my most asked question, period, was did I know? And I just want to say, get ready for a little story time because I had no idea. And looking back, I'm like, how did I not know? But Joey and I looked at rings early January, and it was very casual. Like, I just tried on stones. It wasn't even anything too serious. I just was like, oval. I love oval, and I trust you to pick out whatever setting you want. I just knew that I wanted it to be white gold. We looked at rings, and I kind of just tried to forget. I didn't want to be one of those girls that's like, oh, it's this weekend, oh, it's this weekend. And we had our anniversary coming up, we had Valentine's Day. So in my mind, I was like, there's no way he's gonna do it during that time. Like, I just did not think. We had our anniversary, and Joey actually bought me these diamond hoops, which threw me off massively. Like, wasn't expecting it to be even in the month of February. Okay, side note, Truffle Fenty is my, and this was actually the Fenty concealer, is my ride or die for contouring. Now, I was very blessed with a best friend that helped Joey so much throughout the whole process and also lives for this kind of stuff. She's amazing at planning. Hi, Allie, I love you. You nailed it. She tricked me really good. So first of all, Allie is like a best friend and a manager built in. So she actually helps me with a lot of my collabs and like brand emails. So I actually asked her, I was like, oh my God, Allie, should I get dresses like just in case? And she goes, just in case what? And I was like, in case he, you know, and I sent her a few dresses from a brand, Meshki, and I told her I wanted to buy these dresses, and she was a little hesitant. She was like, why don't you just see if that brand will work with you? And I was kind of confused, like, you're no fun, because I want those dresses and I wanted to be wearing something really glamorous when and if he asked me. I mean, first of all, one of my biggest things was I want to be dressed and ready. That was kind of like non-negotiable. If he did it when we were home in our pajamas, that's fine, but we would like still do some kind of shoot the next, you know, week or whatever. But if it was going to be filmed, it was going to be, you know, something like that, I definitely want to be dressed and ready. So, you know, I thought, why not have some dresses on hand? Allie told me to just reach out to the brand and see if they would work with me again, which really threw me off because that would mean weeks. I blend everything out with this beauty blender dupe. It is Sonia something from Target, literally $5. I'm obsessed with it. It wound up being that she told me not to get the dresses because he was actually doing it that weekend, so they wouldn't have arrived. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty banana color and just like gently setting because we're gonna bake in a little bit. So on Wednesday, Allie was like, did you see this email from the Rose Tavern? Basically played it off and was like, love to have you come take pictures, come to this exclusive event, we'll pay you, we're doing coffee and cocktails, it's neutral attire, all this stuff. And honestly, I fell for it so hard, especially because I've been there, I've gone to events there. I was honestly expecting something like I've already been to. I had glanced over it, but I didn't take it seriously because I was like, this is in 3 days, like I'm not going to be able to pull this off. So it was that Sunday, but I had nothing to wear. So I panic ordered a couple outfits from Revolve. They ended up not even working out, didn't like any of them. Also, my friend was like really adamant about me wearing neutral. She was just so helpful, like bless your soul, Allie. She even tricked me with my nails. She was like, you should start getting some neutral nails and see what color you like. Again, implying that it could be weeks away. So I just went in with like a little brow pencil, and then I'm gonna do the NYX Lift and Snatch. It's my favorite. I just use this like a microblading pen and add little strokes to the front of my eyebrow and throughout. It really gives a lot of dimension, and the pen I use is darker. I mean, you can really tell when someone's born in the 90s. Girl, like, my brows are gone. I need to do like a little story close-up, something of how I really do these so you guys could see, because I used to struggle so bad with my eyebrows and they've come such a long way, and these two products are my favorite. I'll link everything for you guys. Allie even helped me fill out my media kit and like update it so I could send it to the Rose Tavern and see if they would pay me, and then they emailed me back. And they were like, yeah, we'd love to have you and we can pay you that, like to shoot some reels, and they just got me so good. So obviously I was going to try to dress my best for this event. I ended up wearing things that I already had at home, which is like crazy, but I did love my outfit. It was really cute, and for not knowing, like, I was really happy with it. So that is how they got me there. Going in with this little triangle thing, which has absolutely changed my life, and I use it for baking. And it really helps contour your nose, like, obsessed. Sometimes I take my Fenty linen and just draw a little highlight. I like to contour my nose a lot. I've been actually dying to show you guys how I have been doing my makeup. So this was overdue. Yeah, to answer the question, did I know? No, I had no idea. When I got upstairs, Joey was standing there overlooking the water, and I was speechless. I was like, what do I do right now? And Allie's like, starts crying. It was just so special and so cute. And obviously I will never ever forget it. I'm actually gonna insert some pictures while I just say this really quickly. So I got out there and Joey and I were both just crying, and it was just such a special moment. Like, this is the moment that you're asking me for the rest of life. And it was just so beautiful. He said such sweet, sweet words. And he also had my entire family come, and his family, so that was amazing. It was such a surprise. The whole day was just perfect. We FaceTimed my best friend Lisa to tell her the news right then and there. She was also a big part of this. She bought me some chocolate-covered strawberries, and her and Allie made this really incredible basket, and just everyone was such a help in keeping this a secret, and it was just so special to have this moment with the people that I love. So I'm using Bobbi Brown Camel. You could also use your own bronzer, and this is the only eyeshadow that I do. I absolutely love the color. It's really buildable and really warm, so if you're not a warm-toned girly, you might not love this. The next question is, who is the most excited in your family? I would have to say my mom. She's so excited, and it's so cute, and I'm just so happy for her. She, like, always was rooting for Joey and I. Always was like, Joey's the one. I mean, if you guys didn't know, we've been friends since we were in 7th grade. And my mom, like, always, like, you're gonna marry him. It was crazy, and she was right. Like, moms know. I'll, like, buff it out with my beauty blender. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And I also do my under eye. Finish the whole eye makeup look while I'm baking. And you look a little crazy. This is like a trust the process kind of thing for sure. I actually do my eyeliner with the Lift and Snatch brow pen that I use as well, and it's more of an espresso color, that's why I use it. And we're gonna do a wing today. I feel like I can't talk while I do this. Okay, someone asked, was the day perfect? It was so perfect. The weather was perfect. It was as perfect as it could possibly be. It was February in New York, and it was 50 with no rain, no wind, complete sun, which we never even get blue skies like that in the summer. Like, I'm telling you, it was the craziest weather. It was the most gorgeous scenery at the lake house. It's a beautiful hotel. It just couldn't have been better, especially living around here. It was the perfect place, and everything came out amazing. Everyone was such a big help. I do a little in the inner corners. Sorry, I have to hold a mirror close up for this, or I can't see. After the liner's done, I go in with my Kylie brown liner, and I do inside the waterline. Are you having an engagement party? Yes, we are. I feel like the rules are kind of fuzzy on that. Living in New York, I would rather have it in the spring or summer. We're kind of holding off on that. I mean, we don't even have a date. We don't even know where we're getting married. We're just, again, enjoying the engaged part of this, but I do feel the pressure coming on because it's got to be planned, at least the date, especially because everyone needs like a year in advance, and we're considering having it somewhere else. That was another question, actually. Where are you thinking about getting married? We are pushing for some kind of destination wedding, even if it's still on the East Coast, somewhere warm. That's our only thought. We really don't know yet. But we are excited about engagement photos. We are excited about the party. I have so many ideas. I'm just going Pinterest crazy, of course. It's definitely, it's fun, but it can be overwhelming. Adding a little mascara, because I'm gonna be wearing pretty big eyelashes. You can obviously stop here, but I'm gonna go in with, you know, a fabulous eyelash. Okay, the next question is, will you be sharing content as you plan and as you go? Of course. I'm also gonna need all of your opinions and advice. I've never done this before. It's totally overwhelming. All I do is look at other girls' wedding highlights and things like that. It's so helpful. I don't think I could do it without Instagram and without Pinterest right now because all the ideas are just flowing. I put some glue here to dry and we're gonna warm up my face because it needs it. So I use the NYX bronzer, matte bronzer in deep tan. Really pigmented. I've been using this for probably 2 months now and I love it. Much better. This makeup look, even though it's a lot of steps, I do feel like it's pretty easy and you could use this for even like a wedding look. Okay, and then I always blend. You have to blend out the harshness. I'm like pounding on my face right now, I feel like, but especially the line, you really wanna buff that out. Tell us more about you and Joey. So like I said earlier, we met in 7th grade and we were friends all throughout high school. And then 4 years after high school, we didn't talk at all. Like after graduation, nothing. We didn't even see each other. We always had this like unspoken love for each other. Our families are really close. We're both Italian, you know, just things like that. And 4 years after high school, he came to the salon I was working at. And he was nervous, I was nervous. He was so sweet. He just asked how my family was doing and told me that he just wanted to see me, which was like crazy at the time. I do think it's so good to be friends first. We didn't ruin anything that could have been because we got to both live our lives. After high school, I bartended, I traveled, I did all the things. He got a lot out of his system as well, and then we rekindled after. Anyone I talked to that was like friends first, it just seems like it works out really well. So we were lucky in that way. Charlotte Tilbury Pink Gasm, right on the Beauty Blender, buff it out. One of my favorites. As I've been working too, the baked is just coming off, so I usually just like take a little brush and get the excess powder off if I need to. This glue is almost dry, but I'm gonna keep going with the blush. So I used the Fenty Moscow Mule Ginger, I don't know, it's like a dual. I used a lot of Fenty, I just realized, wow, like so much Fenty. So I just go in and add a little of that blush right on top. So good. Also, I totally reuse my lashes. So like these ones I already use, I just pick off the glue a little bit and I just reuse them probably for a couple weeks, as long as they don't look crazy. And I also always recommend putting them away somewhere where dust will not get on them. Someone asked, what are your favorite spring trends? There are so many spring trends I'm excited about. I've been loving the doll core and some of the ballet core. I'm really into it. Also bows and ribbons and just pastels. I'm excited for colored pants. I want to bring a lot of color into my life this spring. When you live in New York and you're just surrounded by gray all the time, I'm in upstate New York, I just want all the color, please. I'm literally picking off my glue. I'm using the Lily Lashes in Sydney. It's a thick lash, girls. If you are afraid of thick lashes, I probably wouldn't get these, but I will say they are the perfect cat eye lashes. I have yet to find better. These completely changed my eye shape, and for that, I am forever grateful. I've tried millions of lashes too, and I graduated eventually to these thicker, bigger lashes, But my other absolute favorite lash is Royal Silk Kiss lashes. They are a little bit more fluttery, they're way lighter than these, but they also give a really beautiful curled cat eye effect. Highly recommend them. Now that the glue is dry a bit, I'm just going to pop these right on. The glue is already on the lash, and I just slide them into place. The difference is insane. I know, again, these are probably a lot for some people, but I love a dramatic lash. A little life update here. I'm actually moving out of the city. We are getting out of the city, which is a huge next step. I would have never guessed, even like 2 years ago, that I would even be interested in moving out of the city. But I'm actually really frustrated with living in the city and apartment life. We are ready for just everything to be more domesticated, including myself. I'm ready for that lifestyle. This was a little before the ring, and the ring just adds to that. So it's kind of perfect timing. We're actually moving in 1 month. We're actually renting it from a friend, but we have tons of room. So storage and my YouTube room and everything's gonna be so much better over there. I'm gonna start sharing a lot more home content. I've not been this excited in so long. It's so crazy growing up, you know? It's certainly gonna be nice having a lot of storage in the backyard and just all those little things that we don't have in a city house. For the lip, I'm going in with Kylie Jenner's Ice Latte. It's like a rich brown. This is the exact combo that I used on my engagement day, and I actually got a lot of questions on it, so here it is. I knew I was wearing that pink skirt, so I went with a pink lip, which isn't my everyday go-to, but I really wanted to look super pinky. Another question is, are you thinking about kids? Yes, we do think about kids. I always say, God willing, I would love to have at least one, of course. But it's not something in the immediate future. I am on birth control and I've been dying to get off. I really want to be off hormones and birth controls. I'm just a little nervous about making that switch and using the app and just being completely off, but it is something I'm really looking forward to doing. This is Kylie. It's just her really pink shade. Yeah, the name is Kylie. I love this color pink. It's so good. Super girly and fun, and I especially love it with the darker brown under it. It just looks really nice. But yeah, if you have any opinions, suggestions, anything on getting off birth control completely, I would love to know. I've actually been on a diet for some health issues I was having, and it's basically the Whole30, and it's anti-inflammatory diet, so getting rid of all foods that would inflame your body and resetting your gut, and it's been very life-changing. I didn't drink or even have coffee, which you can have coffee on it, but it was upsetting me, so it was like 2 months without all that, and it was wild. I definitely missed coffee. So anyway, what I'm saying about all of this is it felt very amazing to be off a lot of things, and birth control is just another one of those things I'm dying to get off. For gloss, I use Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat, Fenty Glow Heat, and I don't use too much, but I love a good glossy lip. What a transformation this has been. This is the exact makeup look that I wore on the day that I got proposed to. I hope you guys enjoy and loved watching it. It's been so long since I've just done anything like this. I really missed you guys, and I'm excited about moving into the new house so that I can share a lot more content like this. and do a little bit more of my behind the scenes life. I just want to share a lot more with you guys. I love and appreciate you guys so much, especially if you made it through the end of this video. Like, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Follow me over on Instagram, Mary Dominique. Zoom in so you can get a little close up. Questions, comments, all that stuff. I really want to hear from you guys. I'll leave all the links to the products. I hope this was easy enough to follow too if you were really here for the makeup. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing start to your spring. I will see you in my next video.
Could you come over and say I'd like to pull you in?